Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dee. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you back. So, this is going to be a love message, divine love message, divine counterpart energy. That's all I do on this channel. So, all my readings are timeless. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and not try to force the story to fit your narrative. Okay. If you feel I don't know why I just paused like that, but if you feel called to book a reading with me, all that information is in the description box below. I don't know, all the energy kind of got weird when I started to like set up to do this reading because I felt really good about it. Like I was supposed to do, I was gonna do a different type of reading. I was gonna continue zodiacs, but my spirit team was like, "You have to do a love reading today. Like you have to do a love reading today," and I was like, "Okay." Um, the energy I was really getting was like, we just went into the lunar new year. We just entered Pisces season. Happy birthday to all my beautiful Pisces out there. I'm a Pisces too. My birthday is March 2nd. So your girl is excited for her birthday season. And happy birthday to all the Pisces. But I was getting like, okay, we're in the lunar new year, Pisces season. I feel like a lot of you did a lot of like renewal energy, cord cutting energy. A lot of you are probably working with like the violet flame or something like that. Um, I also heard like it is so funny because I don't talk like this. I've seen it a bunch, but I don't talk like this. Is like stop doing it for the plot because it feels like a lot of you are about to meet the person that you are, if you believe in marriage, marry and spend the rest of your life with. So if you're doing certain things for the plot, spirit is saying like it's time to cut that out because you're about to meet the love of your life. And so that was like the main message I kept getting when I was like setting up for readings because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna continue zodiacs, and I feel bad because my air signs have been waiting. Um, but I do what I'm told. Okay, I'm just a girl. I'm just a messenger. All right, well, let's get into it. 222 on the timer, and twos have been very significant in the energy today, so that could be, message for you, confirmation for you. But let's get right into it. Please give me energy surrounding the collective and their divine counterpart. Thank you. So we have High Priestess of Earth. You could have heavy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart. Number 3. And we're about to go into March too, so that could be significant to you. March, Pisces season. Okay, so we have Hope, number 27. And then we have Complicated, number 11. They're saying what's complicated is you doing it for the plot. So, okay, then we have Chaos, number 9. I feel like, yes, it's a little chaotic around here. And then we have Vision, number 8. So we're going backwards a little bit. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have High Priestess of Spirit, number 7. Are you serious? It's like a countdown. A countdown of you getting out of chaotic energy and stepping into true alignment is what I'm seeing. Because when High Priestess of Spirit comes out, that's literally for me something that you can't control. It's like the world or judgment, like coming out for me. Especially like judgment. Like it's out of your control. Spirit is at the wheel. And it's time to go. Okay? Alright, please give me clear honest messages for the collectives. Highest good. In regards to your divine counterpart. Clear honest messages, Spirit. Thank you. All right, for your energy collective, and just take whatever size resonates for you. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords reversed for their energy. So you could have a lot of earth in your chart. They could have a lot of air. For the energy of the relationship, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, how to bring you two closer together. We have the Four of Cups reversed. And then a potential outcome, we have the Page of Pentacles. Oh, Devil energy here. I'm not getting toxic. I'm getting fear. Okay, so we have the Devil, Capricorn energy, Hermit, Virgo energy. Look at that. The World, fixed sign energy. High Priestess. So all these majors arcanas. The High Priestess, Pisces energy. And then we have the Page of Wands to the Ten of Swords reverse. I'm laughing because Spirit is being funny today. Then we have the Four of Wands. Spirit is saying stop playing. I don't know if some of you know like who this person is already. And I hope it's not the energy of you thinking like you're doing something for like you're doing something for the plot, but actually this is your divine counterpart. Like that's like that could be it for some of you. For some of y'all, like it's like split. Like some of y'all are like kind of playing in the energy of your divine counterpart, and others of you are like cut that person out because your divine counterpart is coming in. And it feels like it's freaking you out. Look, the Empress. Come on, babe. We're birthing a new beginning here. Okay. We're stepping into alignment here. We're stepping into nurturing energy. But there's fear. Okay, with the Devil. Let's start clarifying. Spirit, please clarify the Eight of Cups in the collective's energy, please. Clarify. I said Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. It could be walking away for something, though. Well, you need to walk away. That's probably why I said the Eight of Cups. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles for me, Spirit, please. Like I said, the energy feels like it just like suddenly, like right before I started recording, feeling chaotic. And I believe we're in a retrograde right now too, aren't we? Or about to be. Are we in the shadow period? I haven't been keeping up, so let me know. Okay, we have the King of Wands reverse. The Five of Cups reverse. The King of Swords and the Three of Cups. Okay, you're telling Spirit like I'm working on it. I'm working on disconnecting from this person. I feel look the Devil on the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, collective. Okay. I don't know if you're like conscious of it though. Like the reason why you're doing it is because like I said, Spirit is leading the way here. And it's like you're telling Spirit, I'm working on it. Like your higher self is telling Spirit, I'm working on it. Okay. You're facing the fear and you're healing it. You know you're ready to step into new alignment. You know with the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, like you know what's going on. You know your heart isn't in whatever you've been. Look at that, the Empress. Look at you, collective. You know your heart isn't in Two of Cups reverse and whatever this is that you're like clinging on to. Okay, like I feel like I'm very much embodying your energy right now because I feel like I'm talking and stuff like how I wouldn't really like usually talk. But you know something new is on the horizon, Ace of Cups. So whatever you were giving energy to, like I said, it feels like you were just doing it for the plot. Like you were literally just doing it for like character development is what I'm hearing. And you know that it's like you acknowledge the fact that you were doing this from a place of ego because that's what this could also be too. Like the Devil could be very ego-based energy. And you have knowledge of that. Like you know that this isn't going anywhere. Like you're working through it. Okay? And you're releasing it. Yeah. But you're working through it. Yeah, Ten of Wands reverse. You're letting it go. So Yeah, if some of you started off the reading like, I know what I'm doing, like I see it now, okay? And you're starting to go back into an energy of giving to yourself. You might have actually made like some good money doing that. I don't know if it's like the person was paying for your trips or what have you, or they just was giving you that attention and just doting on you. I think that it was healing for you. And at the same time, like Spirit is saying, like, okay, now we're done. We learned what we were supposed to learn from this. We got what we were supposed to get from this. Now it's time to move on because we know this isn't part of our highest timeline. So I see you acknowledging, I see you being aware. Some of you might just be having a hard time detaching because, like I said, you are enjoying whatever is going on with this energy, but now it's time to let it go because I got fear at first, and that might be your person. We're about to clarify their energy in a second, but for some of you, it's really like an ego thing with the devil here, like a unhealthy habit. Like you're like, it's fun, but you know you have to let it go now. So we're releasing this unhealthy habit. We're releasing this fear because you're gonna have it better tenfold with your person. Okay, but like yeah, 4 months in a reverse. No more of this. We gotta let it go. We gotta let it go and step into the alignment that we need to be in. This is no longer in alignment, and we have to release. In the energy of your person, we have the Ace of Swords reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. We have Strength, Leo energy. Page of Wands, Ten of Cups. Nine of Wands. Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups. Hangman. Nine of Wands, Two. The Hierophant. Taurus energy. You know, okay. Because now it feels like it's getting kind of like specific. Okay. I don't know if you know this person, like maybe y'all just met. Okay. And they see, like, I don't know if they saw you out with this, like your little situationship or whatever you got going on. Or some of you might even just be focused on like career and just getting your life together. You might not even have someone that you're like, like a situationship. You might just be focusing on your money because we had the Pentacles come out quite a few times for you. Like your main energy is the Pinnacle energy. So some of you are working through something here. It doesn't have to be a situationship, but it could definitely be just like focusing a lot on your growth and self-worth and abundance and your material, making sure you have the money, making sure that you're stable. It could be for some of you that you need to go out and have fun because you also have the King of Swords in your energy. So you're aware. You're very much aware. It's time to just cut back on something. Like I'm getting like a situationship heavy in the energy, but it could also be something else. It doesn't have to be a situationship. But excuse me, this person, their heart is open for you, but they're struggling with the Nine of Wands. They are struggling to come at you because with the Page of Wands in reverse is giving, the Page of Wands in reverse is giving me the Ace of Wands in reverse is giving, they have a fear of being rejected by you. I don't know if they saw you out in the street. I don't know if you guys are in each other's energy just yet in the 3D. Okay, but this is what this is giving me right now, especially with the Six of Pentacles being the energy here. They don't want to be rejected by you. They want to make an offer, but they're at a standstill because I don't know, they see you working hard or they see you doing whatever you're doing in your energy. And I think for a while there, they weren't sure with the Two of Cups in reverse if it was in alignment. Because I'm not getting like, yeah, this person, they could have heavy Cancer or Pisces in their chart. I'm getting like they're kind of hiding in the shadows because they're trying to, instead of like coming forward to ask you directly, like, are you seeing someone or something like that? I feel like for some of y'all, it's like, it's work related. Like they see you working hard and they think that you might not want to. go for a relationship right now. So I think they're just trying to like watch your energy and see like where you at. Like you could work with this person and they might like go on lunch break when you go on lunch break and like hear you at the table like talking to your coworkers about your dating life and stuff like that. It's like they're trying to gain some type of confirmation before they like come in and say, "Hey, collective, I want to take you out on a date. Can I have your number?" Like that's what that energy feels like to me. But they're struggling to stay back from you. Their heart is open. They see a happily ever after with you. And you also have the 10 of Pentacles in your energy. So it feels like you're very much focused on self and making sure you're stable within self, making sure what you leave on this earth is plentiful for you and your generations to come, or how you see yourself, and how you build your life and your legacy, right? And I feel like it's really like a confidence thing. They really like your drive, is what I'm hearing. They like what you do. They like how driven you are. I just see like, like a boss woman, like or boss person, however you identify. But um I just feel like they like that about you, but they're staying silent with the Ace of Swords being their overall energy. I'm not getting lying or anything like that. I'm getting they're staying silent and they're trying to read the room because they don't want to come at you in a way that's like not in your best interest. Like it feels like they don't want to stop your flow or interrupt your flow, so they're staying back and watching for now. Yeah, but the Four of Swords in reverse, they're about to act, right? So it's like partly afraid of rejection, but also, like I said, they want to read the room because they don't want to like they don't they don't want to like come up to you and you're just like, no, I'm not ready for this, or da da da. I do feel them reading the room. They're nervous. They're looping. 8 of Swords. Okay, and it's like they have I feel like they just like have a huge crush on you. A part of me feels like you're not aware. Like your soul is aware, but like your 3D brain isn't aware because you got other things going on. So I don't think you're aware that this person, like, I feel like for some of you, either you work with them or like you guys go to the same coffee shop or something, or it's something subtle. Like this might be somebody that you kind of like acknowledge maybe on a day to day or every other day type of like thing, but not really in each other's atmosphere deeply. Like their name, their job title, or that you see them at the same time every day at the coffee shop because you guys go in to work at the same time, but you don't really know this person. Like that's what this energy feels like to me. It's like you're aware, but you're not aware. And it feels like this person has always thought you were attractive, thought you were cute, probably always wanted to get your number, but at the same time, like you probably walk in on your phone, business meetings, just like very driven. And they find that attractive about you, is what I'm hearing. But at the same time, they don't want to come off like too strong or just like too in your face. But I do feel like it's going to happen soon. They're just they're trying to strategize like how to come towards you. And I feel like they want to be creative and how they come towards you, but that Page of Wands is like, how do they? It feels like with the Page of Swords, not Page of Swords, but the Ace of Swords being their energy, they're very analytical. They might have a hard time like having fun. You might help them with that because like I said, some of y'all are doing certain things for the plot. That's okay. Um, but that's like, yeah, no wonder the energy is kind of like chaotic. It's like, which way do I go? Which way do I turn? I feel like the energy is starting to be right for this to start to align because it was just kind of crazy there for a second. So I was like, why all of a sudden does the energy feel this way? In the energy of the relationship, we have the Queen of Cups. Please clarify that for me. The Hangman again, Pisces energy. The High Priestess, heavy on the Pisces. Three of Pentacles and the Sun, Leo energy. The Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups reverse, the Ace of Swords reverse, the Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Remember how I was saying like the energy feels chaotic, right? And then the Hierophant. Like you two are married in the 5D. That's what this like energies are all how they are for me when I do these readings, right? You're married in the 5D. You are in union, you're synced up, and you're aligned in the 5D. But it feels like the 5D energy coming down to you in the 3D and connecting to your mind's eye, your third eye, your crown chakra. There's a disconnect with the High Priestess, and Spirit is trying to get you guys connected because it feels like there's so many downloads, so many messages coming at the both of you on how to do this, but you guys aren't getting those messages from your higher self. Like there's so much love with the Queen of Cups. Like the Queen of Cups is like the biggest energy of like love in the deck outside of, you know, like the Ace of Cups and stuff like that. But yeah, the Chariot, Cancer energy. There's so many emotions. There's so much movement that's trying to happen. And the both of y'all's higher selves are trying to get those messages to y'all. Like I feel like at the moment, collective, like your person is a little bit more connected because I'm seeing them like I'm seeing you as a high priestess and them as a hierophant, right? That's the 5D version of the emperor and the empress, right? There's a slight disconnect right now for you because you're focused on other things. You're not focusing. I feel like you're not focusing on love. Like you might have just clicked on this reading just because like I do that. Like sometimes I watch readings and put them on randomly just because, and then they hit for me, and I'm like, oh, no wonder. You know, that's just you following your intuition, like you know, subconsciously. But this feels like your higher self is telling you, like giving you the signs, like that's your person. You need to go that way. Stop messing with such and such, and you know, take a break from your work because this person is right in front of your face, and you're not seeing it. There's a disconnect from you and your higher self, collective. There's a message of enlightenment trying to come in with the Hangman, and like it's a disconnect from you and your higher self. And they're like, I'm trying to bring you this happiness. I'm trying to bring you what you've been wanting for a long time. You've manifested this years ago, and you're finally in the energy of it, but you're blindsiding yourself is what I'm getting. And I'm not getting any negative energy off the Seven of Swords because if you've been with my channel, I hate the Seven of Swords. It's literally like every reader has their card. Mine's is the Seven of Swords. And it feels like you're not seeing this right in front of you because like I feel like you're very much focused on your shadow work. You're focused on the aspects of yourself where you had imposter syndrome with the Seven of Swords, where you had a lack mentality, where you didn't really have clarity of mind because of your lack of emotional depth within yourself. But Spirit is saying this is something that you've been manifesting. This is your happily ever after. Seven of Pentacles in reverse to the 10 of Pentacles. You've been waiting for this for a long time. You manifested this or planted this seed a long time ago, but you just weren't in the right energy yet, and you're starting to be in the right energy. Page of Cups in the reverse. The message I'm hearing here is look up. Look up. Look at the skies. Look at the clouds. Look at the trees. Take in the energy. Get your vitamin D. Yeah. The Three of Swords, because like and it's in the reverse. So there's this healing that you've been doing. And now it's like, you know, when we have the hermit energy, we introspect, we stay inside, you know, we hermit because we're trying to resolve all these things and we're trying to connect to all these things. Queen of Pentacles, you are grounded, babe. You're doing everything that you need to do. You have the abundance. But now it's like connecting emotionally to yourself and to this person. So take a minute to meditate. Okay, talk to your spirit guides, talk to your ancestors, get connected to your soul and yourself again. Because I feel like as you were healing and doing this, like you were just on go mode, and it might have like, and very much doing this shadow work, because that's what this light work is. Like, if you're a tarot reader, that's what we're helping you towards, getting shadow work done and connecting to your highest timeline. Like, that's what we're here for, like, to give you the things that you can't see clearly. You've been so deep into your shadow work. Now it's time for the love part. Now it's time for you to connect to your higher self. Now is the time for you to hear what your ancestors and guides, angels, your higher power, the universe, whatever you believe in, they're trying to connect you to the energy, the vibration of the, well, I feel like you're in the vibration already, but I feel like they're trying to connect you more in the 3D to see what's happening around you. Because that's what I heard when I saw the Page of Cups in reverse. Look up, because it's right in front of your face. It's right in front of your face, collective. Okay. So this is an energy of, I'm really mostly feeling you, collective, because I feel like your person is like there, like they're seeing you clearly. I feel like this is you, like you connecting more deeply to your high priestess, because wasn't the high priestess in reverse too here? And then I consider this the shadow energy when I read. Um, but we have to connect to our higher selves. And I feel like you're going to start, if you haven't been remembering your dreams lately, you're going to remember them. I think you're going to dream of this person. I think you're going to dream with this person, and you guys are going to have this very 5D conversation, and you're going to remember this dream, and you're going to be like, holy, that's my person. That's who I'm meant to be with. I see this guy every day at lunchtime. I see this person every day when I go get my coffee, or when I go on my run at the park or to the gym. But I never, like, it's going to be something like that. Okay, yeah. And the offer is coming, and it's sweet. Whenever I get the Knight of Cups in a love reading, for me, it's just sweet energy. And it's happening, but your happiness is just around the corner, but you have to work with your higher self. You have to get that message, that enlightenment from your higher self, because there's something that you're missing in the 3D, because you're so focused on your material. I hear your health too, because I did say the gym. You're so focused on your material. Now it's time for the emotions and the spiritual. We have to get back connected to that, because I do feel you as a very spiritual person, but it feels like you've been on the grind or distracted by, like I said, the situationship or something. It's not all the situationship for you guys, but that was, like I said, in the beginning of the reading, that was the heaviest energy. Okay, so how to bring you guys closer together. We have the Four of Cups reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. We have the Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups, Temperance reverse, Sagittarius energy, and then the Four of Swords. The Nine of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Cups, Justice, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. This feels like a lesson, because the Four Cups is in the reverse. So this feels like a lesson that's coming back up for you, that has brought you in balance before this love comes in with the Ace of Cups there. Okay, like you're moving in the right direction, you're walking away, but this new chapter can't come in until you learn this lesson and balance out this energy. Whoever this is, like in your energy where it's not your person, like I said, either you're doing it for the plot or it's a different situation. You see how like one person is looking at the other, but the other is looking off into to the horizon. Babes, you're the Queen of Pentacles. This person is the Queen of Swords. Like, it feels like almost like they're waiting for you to end it. Okay, yeah, because it's not growing. Five of Pentacles. It's a lack energy. So how we walk into our abundance and balance this energy to move forward, to have this Ace of Cups come in, we have to close out this chapter and realize what the lesson was. as soon as you realize, like, okay, I'm out of balance still dealing with this energy, I need to cut this out and move on. Okay, it could be giving you also for a source in the reverse. It could be giving you anxiety, and you're trying to figure out where the anxiety is coming from. It's coming from you, your higher self, trying to tell you that it's time to disconnect from this energy because it keeps you in a place of imbalance with Temperance in the reverse. And it's like Spirit is giving you the opportunity to be like, let's end this situation and step into new alignment. And it also feels like with the Four of Cups in reverse, like Spirit is going to give you the opportunity to end it and then the opportunity to make something move forward with your person here, is what I'm hearing. For this love to come in, we have to learn that lesson. Yeah, we have to see how we were healing from this Three of Swords in the reverse. Because a lot of it is really about you, collective. Like your person's energy was just like that. And I'm like trying to see if there's anything like, and honestly, this could be a person too. Maybe you acknowledge them and you don't know how to approach them. Like I said, take however the energy fits for you. But it also just feels like your person is like waiting and everything else is about you proceeding forward. They see you and they see your value, and there's so much love. There's so much love. Like the 5D energy is very much like heart eyes right now, you know? But how we come closer together is ending this situation, opening our eyes to see what's right in front of us, because it's a beautiful new beginning with a person who really, really, really loves you. And even if we're not in the energy of like love yet, you know, is the soul, the souls are in love. And it's just time for the 3D bodies and 3D minds to catch up. So yeah, we gotta let this go for love to come in, okay? We gotta realize what this lesson was, be appreciative of the lesson, and close this chapter and move forward. Like I said, like you're aware that this isn't the end all be all for you, but now it's time to just close that door and just move forward. And the potential outcome, we have the Page of Pentacles. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Thank you. I have the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands. It's like too many. The Nine of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Chariot, Cancer energy, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, Six of Cups, the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, the Five of Swords. Don't take this offer from your person as like something that's false or false start, because I'm getting like the full reverse energy, because the full reverse energy could be a false start. Don't think that the offer that your person is giving you is a false start. It's actually fast forward movement into the divine plan for yourself. This is the second time I got divine plan off of the Two of Wands. If you follow me on the Bird app, I said that there too, I think. Because I posted a TikTok. Yeah. There's a huge release coming. Ten of Wands reverse. And I'm hearing with the Nine of Pentacles, like they are going to let you still be the independent queen, king, you know, person that you are. Okay, they're not going to be overbearing for you because this is your divine counterpart. They're going to believe in you. They're going to see you. They already do. So whatever inner battle you're having with yourself with the Five of Wands about like this being false or this not being true, okay, we have to let that narrative go. We saw the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you are in a new balanced karmic cycle. Like this feels like the highest of the highest good. But we also have to let go of that chaotic energy. We have to let go of that negativity that this might not be it. Spirit is saying this is moving fast into the plan and there's so much growth. You'll still have your independence. You'll still be able to be who you are. Make sure that nothing from the past is really holding you back, and set your firm boundaries with this person also. But we're releasing the past, Ten of Wands. We're releasing the negativity, the negative energy, the negative thoughts, because this isn't anything like your past. This is an ending, but it's not going to be like as painful as you think it is. Yeah, we have to let that fear go. Look, the Nine of Cups is like right behind that. There's happiness, there's alignment, there's abundance. Yeah, I'm breaking on the Wheel of Fortune again. This is good karmic energy. But there's something within us that's like telling us that this isn't it, or this person isn't the one, but that's the swords are the mental. So there's definitely an energy of, like I said, connecting to the higher self. They're going to give you like a big old sign about this person, and you have to trust it. I think you're going to doubt it at first, and then it's just going to come flying at you that this is a part of the divine plan, that this is part of your highest timeline, and we have to take the blindfold off because we're moving, okay? We're moving, and we're moving with confidence and creativity, and we're just doing it, okay? The whole deck just like went everywhere. I'm gonna have to do like, I don't know, I feel like I have to do a deep cleanse even though I cleansed the room before. Even though I cleansed the room before I started reading. Advice for the collective. Ace of Cups reverse. High Priestess reverse. Six of Pentacles. Bro. What in the freaking world? Literally flying everywhere. Luckily they flew in a place that I could reach. Judgment, Five of Pentacles. The Emperor. Queen of Pentacles reverse. The Fool reverse. The Eight of Wands. The Hierophant. The World. Then, what was that? Oh, the Knight of Cups. I almost said the Knight of Pentacles. And then the Hangman. Spirit is saying don't run away. Don't run away. Don't reject this. They want you to gain a new perspective, Hangman, because how do you expect your new beginning to come in when you're disconnected? This is an energy of, like I said, two different things. You getting connected to self again, you getting connected to your higher self, because you've been very much focused on 3D level things, right? This is an energy of learning to give to yourself again, nurture your soul, doing your spiritual like hygiene, okay? Because this is your Emperor. This could also be you, like, okay, you were, let's go back to the situationship thing again. You were giving to that, right? Because this person could have been pampering you, paying for your stuff, you know, just doing the things, right? This could be an energy of you doing the things for yourself, being your own masculine at this time. And as you do that, you connect again to your higher self in those messages, because this is giving me the more you prolong this, the more it doesn't come in, because there's an energy here of you constantly giving to this material outside of yourself, keeping you in false starts, keeping you from moving forward with the Fool in the reverse. It's like trying to move forward, but we're still in this energy of I'm gonna do it for the plot. Like Spirit is like, this chapter has to close, and they're also telling you don't reject this person when they come in, because we have to move forward. We have to move forward. Yeah, like I said, take the blindfold off. There's healing, there's growth, there's abundance. And it feels like they're saying with the Four Cups in the reverse, like we're giving you the opportunities to see that you have to close this chapter and step into your new one. But I feel like you think that you could still keep this energy around and keep doing what you're doing, and it's still gonna come in. Because like I said in the beginning of the reading, you might have done the release rituals, right? You might have did the cord cuttings. You might have worked with the violet flame to release these stagnant energies. But then you're holding on to this like one specific thing or this one specific like view set. And we have to release that as well, because it's not nurturing us. You've been doing the healing work within, like I said, your material, your 3D, and now it's like it's time to get back to the spiritual work and connecting again, so this could come in. Because it just really feels like your person is waiting for you. They're waiting to make the offer, and they could feel in the energy that you're not quite there yet. And as soon as you get there, I bet you they will come up to you in the coffee shop. Like they'll pay for your coffee. I literally saw a TikTok of a girl earlier who was saying like she was just minding her own business, and she knew that it was a tall man behind her, and he reached over and paid for her coffee when it was time for her to like order hers. And then he politely like asked for her number, like a gentleman. Like that's what this feels like. It feels like you're just gonna be minding your business, and you feel the presence, and you're like, "What's going on here?" And it just happens. But there's a like an energy shift that has to happen, if I'm like making sense, because I feel like I'm not, but at the same time I feel like I am. But there is a disconnect from your higher self at the moment. And as soon as you reconnect to that, I feel like everything will align. You're really going to see. If you need to pull cards for yourself, pull cards for yourself. If you need to ask your spirit guides for a ridiculous sign, like a ridiculous colored car, or like a really big yes or no billboard somewhere, like just, do that. Get your pendulum, something. If this reading isn't confirmation enough, if you still feel confused, do that for yourself. Get a personal reading. Get a personal reading with me, or a light worker that you trust. But why am I hearing Etsy witch? Don't do a self-love spell if you go to a Etsy witch, because the best spells to do on yourself is the self-love spells. Do the love spells on yourself, because that's how you get into alignment, okay? But that's the advice here. Like, step more into your masculine energy and nurture yourself, and step more into alignment with your higher self. If you're someone who does like spell oils, definitely like put the spell oils that you have for self-love and healing on. And also, if you have like spell oils to connect to your ancestors, do that as well. Put those love oils on you, even if it's like an energy of like calling it in. Put them on you. Light a candle with those energies or those oils for yourself, and not really about manifesting the person, because the person is there. They're there. They're waiting for you. You don't got to do that. But there's something within that we have to get back to connected to, and it's very emotional. Okay? Mind you, that was just me like really channeling. Like I'm really channeling today. Okay. Advice for the collective. If you guys aren't into, look at that. Like how that just made it self-known secret union. Come on, please. Like if it comes out, it comes out. But it's crazy how like it literally fell almost showing that. But I'm going to get into the oracle portion of the reading. If you're not into that, I completely understand. I will see you in the next one. I do get intuitive messages from from the Oracle. So just, if you want to stick around, stick around. Advice for the collective. Okay, so we have plant yourself here, integration, embodiment, grounded, action. And here, one more. Like I said, twos are significant today. Like, they're significant. And then we have the wasteland, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. And I know the wasteland is like the last, one of the last. Oh wait, no, it's not. I thought it was. I might be thinking of another oracle. But the wasteland is number 136. Okay, your birthday could be coming up March 6th. Okay, or your birthday could have passed like January 3rd. October could be significant as well. What's the other one? Plant yourself here. Okay, and then plant yourself here is 100. So I see that as completion. 10, something being over. Okay. Okay, plant yourself here. Invite your soul to come all the way in, from your knees to your nose to your cheek to your toes. Fully embody your life. Drop the defensive walls. Let your soul and land occupy each and every cell. Anchor all parts of you into the here and now. Life is here even when death is here. Birth isn't possible without it. And you came here to birth this world anew. Don't you remember? Fully commit to living this life. Put your 2 feet in your ancient soul wholly and completely in. This is the card of the ones who commit to being the bridge between heaven and earth, the embodied mystic. They know that they don't need to denounce either heaven or earth. Rather, they are the weaver of worlds, here to embody their soul more and more with each new day, here to weave the sacred back into everyday life. This card is an invitation to commit more fully to your life as a soul having a human experience, to invite your soul to grow roots that reach deep so that you can grow tall, to commit to your humanity and your expansion at once. The rose invites us to embrace all stages of life on earth, from the buds to the bloom, from the cutting back to the fruit. Her beauty and sweet scent are an embodiment of heaven, a nectarous reward for being here. The rose reminds us to take a moment to properly enjoy the sweetness that heaven really can be a place on earth. How can you commit more to your life? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's something that it feels like, what is that chakra? Soul star? Like where it's like right under from like the root, like at your feet, and like working your way back up to that. This feels very much like your soul is just like waiting to burst open and just be fully embodied by your higher self. That's what that feels like to me. And just enjoy life without it feeling like you're doing something that's like low vibrational, is what I'm hearing. It was 100, right? 100. Okay. So plant yourself here. Oh, wait, no. 136. Sorry. But that just means that that message was really important. So you can always come back and watch or rewind and listen to that message again. Okay. With the wastelands. There's an anonymous 13th century French myth in the form of a poem called the Eludication. I think that's how you say that. That tells the story of a king who abused the land he's supposed to be the guardian of. The king breaks the trust of the well maidens, the spirits who were guarding the well of the land, and they flee. The waters run dry, the plants will end, the land which was once rich and fertile becomes barren, creating a wasteland. This is the most powerful card in the deck. It's a wake-up call for us to stop the destructive behavior that is resulting in us becoming brittle and unable to live in a sustainable way. The sacred feminine is abundant. She knows that the earth can provide for what we need and that she doesn't need to take more than she needs. She tends the earth around her and within her. She's the keeper of balance and the protector of all living things. The rose has seen civilizations come and go, empires rise and fall. In this card, she is delivering an urgent message to slow down and stop any way of being that isn't sustainable, to release anything that makes us brittle, to tend our garden, our bodies, and the earth around us. What way of being is no longer sustainable for you? I feel like that's a mic drop oracle. Because something that you have to let go of is causing a block. And I feel like I said, I feel like it's very emotional and becoming more, even more aware. Like I've said this in so many readings recently where I knew what I needed to heal about myself for a very long time, but I kept telling myself that I was never going to change. I kept telling myself that this is who I am and this is who I always will be. And then I had my spiritual awakening in 2021. And I'm here. And it could just be like we acknowledge these things about ourselves and we don't really know the best way to work on it. And so we just put it on the back burner, right? But something that you're doing right now is holding you back. It's putting you in the wasteland. It's making you be more hostile or believe in false truths, even though you're aware of it with the King of Swords. Like you're aware of what's going on. But now we have to like heal that, let it go, and step into our highest good and our highest timeline, because love is waiting for you on the other side of that door. We just have to be willing to open it up and take that leap of faith into our happiness. But you have to connect to your higher self. That's the biggest disconnect I'm feeling. Like we have to connect to our higher self. We have to connect to our soul. I feel like you're in the new frequency, but you don't know how to, I don't know, level it out or something. That might be why the energy feels so chaotic. It's like trying to level out that energy, try to, like you're in a new vibration and you're not realizing that you're in a new vibration. And so cutting out those energies is like hard for you at the moment. Okay. Advice for the collective. Thank you. Nothing is yet set in stone. Work through your fears, Scorpio energy. A lot of purple, so crown chakra. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Bring love into the situation, Aquarius energy. Don't let your past hold you back. So I would say like crown and third eye, because we have a lot of blue and purple. I'm hearing like I don't think it's me, but I'm hearing like a ringing noise. And then we have expect powerful change, and your dreams need a practical plan, Taurus energy. I feel like we have a lot of like Taurus earth signs watching today, or it's just a lot of earth energy, like a lot of practical, grounded energy. Was the solar or is it lunar eclipse? Was it a lunar eclipse in the earth sign, or was it, I want to say it was Aquarius. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or is the next one, like the full moon, is that in like Virgo or something? Somebody let me know. Like I said, I haven't not been keeping up like I used to. I usually know, but I haven't been keeping up. Advice for the collective. Okay, so we have Soul Tree number 21. So for me, that's like getting grounded, because you see like it's the earth and everything, just getting really grounded and getting connected again. Like I said, some of you just need to go outside. I know like I'm in the South, so it's starting to get like, it's in that weird middle ground where it's like nice outside with a nice breeze, and then like the next thing you know, we're going to be freaking tortured with the heat. But some of you, I know it's probably still cold where you are, so you're probably not going outside. But as soon as you get a chance to really go outside, just go ahead. And then we have sensitivity number 15 and authentic truth. So any of that could resonate with you. But this is just you connecting to yourself. I'm hearing take yourself out on a date too. I feel like it's a energy of like going back to the situationship thing. Like you solely dependent on that person for things that you could give yourself. Like you have the money, you have the car, like you have those things, but you just wanted it from another person. Cut that out. Now do it for yourself. And then as you get into that frequency, this your actual divine counterpart is going to walk right in. Like that's what that feels like. This feels like don't go outside of yourself for those things anymore. You got it for yourself, so treat yourself. Okay? Like your Parks and Recs. Like treat yourself. Just go out and buy that random diamond watch. Go out and go have a fancy dinner by yourself. I don't know. What was the name of that movie with Queen Latifah? Like, I think it's like Last Holiday or something. I think that's the name of it. And she went to that fancy restaurant in a pretty dress. It was eating up all that food. Just doing her. Like, I feel like that's the energy that you need to be on. Because that's how your divine counterpart is going to treat you when they come in. They're going to do all of that for you, but there feels like an energy of you doing that for yourself first. Advice for the collective. Advice. Thank you. Look at that. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Thank you, Spirit. And then we have unrequited love. There's not enough attention or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I'm telling you, that's that situationship for y'all. This is the new person. This is that situationship you're in. And then we have passion. Release your ex flipped. Did y'all see that? Okay, we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, then we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. I was just talking about this with someone recently. Or did I just have this thought? Did I say it out loud? But I told myself the next time I date a person, I'm not going to bring them around, because the last person I did date, I brought them around my son really quickly. And that situation ended really fast. And my son was devastated because he really liked him. And I just brought him around too fast. So this could just be that you want to do that. Like if you have a child, you might just want to protect them, and that's fine. Like you don't have to bring anybody into your child's life. This could also be the other energy I'm feeling is you watched your parents bring people in and out of the house a lot around you. If or your siblings, if you're not like an only child and you just don't want to do that because you're like having fun right now. If you do have kids at this moment, you know, like if you have kids, you just don't want to do that. Like you don't want to be like your parents or the things that you grew up seeing. And that's totally fine. I think your person is going to be totally understanding of that if you have kids. And then this could just be healing those inner child wounds still and just working through that. Like I said, it might have been a lot of things that your parents couldn't do for you as a child. So now you have the means to do it for yourself. Like I just saw this girl on the Bird app too. She bought herself the little Sailor Moon like compact mirror just because it was something that she always wanted when she was a little girl. Like it's that type of energy. She just was like, I'm so happy I have adult money now and I could get things like this. And you could just see her inner child beaming when she opened it up. You know, just some stuff like that. Advice for the collective. We have new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And then we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then we have it is safe for you to love. Open your heart, to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yeah, I'm telling you. Y'all better disconnect from that person. I don't want to say like y'all are using this person, but like that's like the biggest like channel that I'm having here. Advice for the collective. Advice. Fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposite extremes of life. And then we have surrender to the sweetness on the bottom. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. That's you caring for yourself. Low key, I want to read it. I might read both of those. Okay, so fall into my arms is number 66. I know people freak out about six, like the sixes as an angel number because, you know, colonism, blah, 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 religion, blah, blah, blah. But if you know anything about numerology, if you know anything about angel numbers, the 666 is the divine feminine. It's a divine feminine number. That's why they put, we're not going to get into all of that, but that's the divine feminine number. So connect to the divine feminine, connect to the nurture, connect to the love in the space that you have for yourself, okay? And then surrender to the sweetness is 112. So April could be significant. And then January 12th, I'm here at 11, so November. We're still in the month of February. And then again, with the threes, March could be significant. I keep hearing this like divine feminine, divine feminine. My channeling is like crazy today. I feel like I haven't channeled like this in a while. Okay. Fall into my arms. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be here when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredible, glorious, and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in this inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, and sorrows, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wild the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. And then we have Starseed activation. So put your hand on your heart collective and repeat the following. I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I am carrying onto the Great Mother's altar and fall into her arms. Now, if you have a female deity that you are connected to, I'm here like Aphrodite or like Persephone or something like that, you know, that type of energy. Hecate, Lilith, but I'm more so feeling like the other, like Aphrodite. If you haven't like refreshed your altar for her or your deity that you like are connected to, devoted to, do that. I can't see anybody not refreshing it, but maybe you've been wanting to, you know, and or give offerings and you haven't. Do that. For others of you, this is like going outside and like talking to Mother Earth. You know, going outside and just having conversations with her. Like I said, some of you just need to like touch grass, a tree, go for a walk, look at the sun and the clouds. Like, you know, not look at the sun, but you, if you want to do that, that's fine. But a lot of you is like talking to Mother Gaia, and the others of you is like doing that too, but also like having conversations with your deities is what I'm hearing. Like really talking, giving the offerings. If you've been wanting to give the offerings, do that today. Whenever you're watching this reading, go ahead and do that. I feel like there's just so much divine feminine energy that's coming through as well. And I just feel like whatever feminine energy that you're devoted to, if it's outside of yourself, go ahead and do that. And then just nurture your divine feminine within. And also it feels like like you're just nurturing your energies. You're nurturing your divine feminine and masculine, but the feminine is being loud right now. I feel like the masculine is more soft, a little bit, like more softly in the background protecting. But some of you, y'all do need to do like that masculine thing of like taking care of yourself in a certain way, doing stuff that you would want your masculine counterpart to do for you. Like I said earlier. Okay, we have Surrender to the Sweetness. This is a sensual, highly feminine card. It's a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let the ever abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits you've been working so hard to grow, to let your senses take over and really drink in your life with wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple bounty that this planet has to offer and which you have within you when your well is full. The ancient Babylons connected the feminine goddess Ancestor to the planet Venus in Roman mythology. In Roman mythology, Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. In our night sky, aside from the moon, Venus shines the brightest. Time is our most precious resource, and it's the greatest healer. If you've been all work and no play, this is a sign to take some time out, to reconnect with your lover, play with your children, and give yourself the luxury of time without agenda. Many of us are too busy building our lives that we forget to enjoy them. We forget why we decided to build them in the first place. Disconnected from the sweetness causes more pain than we realize. So many of us walk into soulless buildings 5 days a week in the name of survival. We strive to build the life of our dreams but drive ourselves to exhaustion. This card is wooing you back to the pleasures of being human, to focus on what really matters and enjoying your life and Lord, enjoying your incredible life. What can you surrender? How can you surrender to the sweetness of life? What's one way you can enjoy life a little more? That's what I was saying for you guys who are very much in that grounded, practical energy, like, being like your own boss and just being in boss mode. There's just something within the energy that you're disconnected from. There's something that you're over giving to, like I said, there's just something in the energy. A lot of you is like your higher self. It's a lot of you not paying attention to certain things. It's just like a little bit of different energies. This is a collective reading, so I'm going to pick up on multiple things. So just take what resonates. But there's a disconnect from the feminine, from the softness. It's just like a go, go, go energy. Like you come home from work, you get changed, you go out with your friends, you go out with that situationship, you come back home, you got more work to do, you do your night routine, you go to bed, you wake up, you do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a pause and a stop, like there's a meditation, there's something that needs to be had, as you step into your new like timeline, a higher frequency. Advice for the collective, advice. Lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. I'm telling you, Spirit is like, oh, let this release me. Addiction. An addiction is affecting this relationship. And I feel like that's just like that fast energy that you're in, collective. Okay, so we have decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Spirit not playing with y'all. We have forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. And we have protected. You are safe and divinely guided. And then we have here and now. Your true love is already a part of your life. I'm telling you, they sitting at that coffee shop waiting for you. And then we have soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. Okay? I'm telling you, they're waiting for you at that coffee shop, collective. They're waiting for you. You just got to release. Advice for the collective. Thank you. Okay, so we have Anunnaki light codes, energetic shifts, new information, end of a cycle. And then we have Akashic Records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom. And then we have halls of learning on the bottom, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. Your Akashic Records could be helping you clear a block. There's so many guided meditations on YouTube for Akashic Records. You can get an Akashic Record reading from someone, but you could access your Akashic Records on your own. You don't really need anybody to do that. But if you feel like you do, just find a trusted, reader, light worker who can help you. There's frequencies you can listen to connect to your like Akashic Records. Like there's something there. Like I could literally see you like walking the halls and looking at different books of your past lives and just like, okay, I understand it now. I get it now. So for a lot of you, you do need to do that. Like it's something about your person there too. I'm not getting like to let you know exactly who they are, but it's some type of like I don't want to say like a karmic lesson, but it's something that helps you to like move forward. Like I can see you like standing in front of each other in a past life, and it's like a conversation that's significant from. Oh, my alarm is going off. Sorry. um, Confirmation though. um, it's a conversation from a past life that's significant in this life. 111 on the timer. And when you access your Akashic records, you're going to remember that conversation is going to be significant some way. So write that down. Okay. So Anunnaki light codes is 46. And Akashic records is 34. Force could be significant. Okay. Your great change is coming to you, but this can only occur if you're willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know that this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you are wondering what is the best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to with go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, the old ways of doing things must be released if you are to evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will all allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, gifts, and what is important to you. You're standing at a gateway of pure potential that that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy upon the earth. Okay, then we have Akashic Records. This is actually the first one, Akashic Records, in this Oracle deck. So we have, when you draw this card, the universe is releasing you from your past experiences. This can be soul-based memories, fears, from previous lifetimes or old aspects of this current lifetime that you have moved on from. Know that this is the time to reclaim your freedom and rewrite your story. You can do this by following through on your dreams. Gone are the days of fear-based indecision. This is the time to rise up and claim your truth. You are sitting on a dream or are feeling called to move in a particular direction. It's because you have an unearthed important soul lesson, and it's essential for you to follow that call to clear unwanted energies of your past. As you do so, don't allow yourself to be pulled into expecting the worst possible outcome. Know that this expectation is not your truth. but old energy is being released from your energy body. Call in angels to shine their light on any repressed fears, energies, or stories that are no longer serving you. It's time to fly high in freedom. I'm telling you, like, repeating messages. All the oracles have told you that it's time to release something of old, something that is not nurturing you, something, like I said, that is ego based, something that's just a part of an old energy vibration timeline that's no longer resonating with you, that you're doing for this love to come in. And it could even be abusive, but I wasn't getting that heavy, but that's for somebody. Advice for the collective. This is a new deck. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Venusian something. My Aquarius aunt got it for me for Christmas. Okay, so we have night, number 18. I'm telling you, you're going to have a significant dream. We have magic, number 11. We have happiness, number 26. I'm going to get one more. There's 2. We have paradise, number 7, and then we have learning, number 15, which I feel like you're doing a lot of. And then we have mother, number 17 on the bottom of the deck. So there's nurture happening within self. You could be clearing energy from your sacral, womb clearing, healing. But you have beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. It's all happening for you. We just have to have this release. This for me is giving like you reading your Akashic records. That's giving that. But you have beautiful energy. You're gonna have a significant dream. I'm telling you. And I feel like I say that in every reading, but this one feels like on par. Like it's going to be really important. So just have your dream journal ready. But you have overall happiness, beauty, alignment. Just you're going to feel like you're on cloud 9 as soon as you let this go. I feel like this is all your past lives, like just like coming together as one to connect to this life in like a higher frequency. Advice for the collective. Okay, so we have time to go in the reverse, number 45, and then we have serendipity, number 18. And we have 18 twice, so that could be significant as well. I feel like I haven't talked this long in a long time. Okay, so in the reverse, so I have to read the protection. Time to go. Even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything. When you surrender to that fact, your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. You know what I'm getting from that? I'm getting like say you have that dream, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, that person is my person. I see this person every day at the coffee shop. But you don't see them at the coffee shop for like 2 or 3 weeks. That's okay. Don't panic. They're going to come back around. Okay, like they might vanish for a little bit wherever you might see this person, or like remember that you guys frequent the same place. You might go through a pause where you don't see them. That's just because the energy is shifting, because now you're in acknowledgement, now you're in alignment, now you're in the frequency. And so that's just the energy shifting. And then once it's completely shift, they'll come back in divine timing. So don't freak out if like you finally have this acknowledgement and you know who it is, and then they disappear and you're like, what's going on? Okay, so we have serendipity. Opportunity aligned with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck, and good fortune appearing as a signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. Okay. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey. Someone spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs spirit presents. Bro, I haven't read the love message or relationship message for that card in so long that I didn't even know that's what that said. So it literally just said, okay, thank you, spirit. I don't know if it's because we're in Pisces season and this is my season, but I feel like I'm on fire today. And I'm probably going to be on fire all the Pisces season. Advice for the collective. Thank you. We have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. We have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. We have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And then we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. A lot of purple. Crown chakra. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And then we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Then we have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. This is like, and then we have perseverance on the break. This feels like you just releasing all of this energy. Like we're no longer, and I broke on like relationships and friendships, right? Okay, so like this is you releasing, stepping into new energy, grieving the past, and also you could say any of those affirmations to yourself. But I just feel like you're releasing the past, letting that go, because we're not living in this energy anymore. We're not living in this like mentality anymore. We're letting all of that go. Advice for the collective. We have not the right time, because there's something that still needs to be released. We have yes, so you had a yes or no answer on your mind. Probably. Do I really need to release it? Yes. Yes, you do. If you believe, then we have yes again with the exclamation part. I was about to say, yeah, lucky I didn't get that one, but there we go. We have ask your angels in abundance. Beautiful. And then on the bottom, we have unlikely. Don't hang on. And then on the break, we have you're ready. Don't hang on to that energy, people. Let it go. Release it. No matter how good certain things are, it's time to release it. What you say? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release them. That's what we need to. That's what we need to do. Okay. All right. Affirmation of advice. Affirmation of advice for the collective. Thank you for all your messages today, Spirit. Affirmation of advice for the collective. I do not feel guilty for letting go of what no longer serves me. Yes, type that down in the freaking comments. Say it to yourself every day. Say it to your, do a release. If you haven't done a release yet, do it. But say that to yourself. And my body allows me to thrive. And I envision my higher self and start to show up as her. Yes, that one is the one. Okay, if any of those resonate with you, feel free to write them down in the comments below. Okay, collective, I hope that this reading helped. I knew it was long, but I was channeling so much in this reading. I hope this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you for being here with me and making it to the end of this reading. Like I said in the beginning, if you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information will be in the description box below. You guys stay safe. You guys stay blessed. And I will see you in the next reading.